All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming, and hope everybody enjoyed the summit so far. If you have been building a system in the enterprise, you probably have noticed the hard part isn't the model. It's not the compute. It's that AI doesn't understand what your business means. How many of you have built an agent that confidently gives the wrong answer? Show of a hand. All right. That's what happens when meaning is missing. Today is about fixing that, making meaning explicit, scalable, and usable without leaving Snowflake. The formal term of that layer of meaning is ontology. Ontology on Snowflake, unifying data, making semantic scale, and grounding AI reasoning. Let me show you how. By the end of the session, I want you to leave with a clear understanding of what an ontology is and how to build one natively on Snowflake, and why that's the missing layer that makes your AI actually works. My name is Tianxia, Principal AI Architect at Snowflake. I lead the AI/ML go-to-market and the solutioning for enterprise customers. I help organizations land AI successfully in the enterprise setting, leverage Snowflake AI Data Cloud. So 4 parts of our story today. We will start with a problem, then a key idea. Then we will build a solution layer by layer. And I will leave you with a tool that does it all for you. Let's start it. Let's start with the why. In the AI era, companies don't compete on who stores more data. They compete on who understands how their business actually works. But today, there's a big gap. Facts lives in database. Definitions lives in people's head or scattered documentations. And AI systems are expected to somehow infer reality from raw tables. Look at the left side of the slides. That's what we store and what we are feeding to AI today. Tables, foreign keys, cryptic column names, and we hand this to the agent and expect it to understand our business. Now let's look at the right. That's how the real world actually operates. There are objects, peoples, teams, contracts, and they are related to each other in specific ways. For example, a person works for a team. A contract binds them together. This isn't schema, it's reality. The result of that gap, brittle SQL, duplicated logic, and AI that sounds confident, but actually gets things wrong. So the goal is simple. We move from joining rows to reasoning over concept. So let's talk about what. Before we solve this, I need to clear up the biggest confusion in this space. People use ontology and knowledge graph interchangeably. They are not the same thing. Think of it this way. The ontology is a blueprint. It says a person can work for an organization. A player is a type of person. A club is a type of organization. And these are abstracted rules. What's allowed to exist and how things can relate. You define it once, it rarely changes. The knowledge graph, on the other hand, is the building. It's what actually got built from that blueprint. Mbappe is a player, plays for Real Madrid, a club. That's a concrete fact, specific, and changes every transfer window. See how they connect? The blueprint says persons can work for organizations. The building says Mbappe plays for Real Madrid. One is the rule, the other is the instance. And you need both, but you keep them separate. The blueprints evolve slowly and intentionally. The building changes more frequent. That separation is what gives you stability and flexibilities at the same time. This separation is the key that drives how to model and store them on Snowflake and thus enable query them separately. Remember this one sentence. The ontology defines what relationships are and allowed. The knowledge graph materializes it, which ones actually exist. Okay, let's talk about how. So how do we actually build this? Here is the 5-layer architecture. And I want you to take away with one sentence. Facts store once, meanings defined as configurations, and the intelligence orchestrate dynamically. Think of it as building a house. Layer 1 is your foundation, your physical storage, 2 tables. That's it. Everything in your business is either a node or an edge. Layer 2 is your ontology metadata. This is where you declare what things means, classes, hierarchies, relationships, all configurations, no code. Layer 3 are generated automatically. A compiler reads your metadata and produces views. You never read this by hand. The bottom 3 are the data layer. And then layer 4 are 3 purpose-built semantic models, each designed for different kind of questions. And finally, layer 5 is Cortex agent. It's orchestrating everything intelligently at runtime. So 5 layers, everything native on Snowflake. So let me show you what happens when someone asks a question. Let's say in motion. This is how a query flows through the system. The user types something in natural language. It hits Cortex agent, the brain at the top. The agent doesn't try to answer the question itself. Instead, it asks, what kind of question is this? Then it picks the right tool, or multiple tools in parallel, and merge the result. A question about specific players goes one pass. A question about all personnel goes another. A governance question goes yet another. And graph traversals, different tools entirely. The user never think about routing, they just ask. This system figures out the rest. That's the promise of ontology-driven architecture. Okay, let's build this layer by layer. Start with the bottom. Layer 1 is radically simple. 2 tables. The nodes tables stores everything that exists. The edge table stores every connections between things. Both use a variant columns for flexible properties. And look at the SQL on the right. Player is a node. Club is a node. Place 4 is an edge between them. That's it. So here is why this matters. When your business add a new entity type, say a referee, you don't create a new table. You don't run a migration. You just insert nodes with type referee. The schema never changes. Facts are stable. Meanings evolves above. So now we layer the meaning on top. And this is where it's starting to get interesting. Layer 2 is pure configurations. You are writing declarations, not code. Person is a type of thing. Player is a type of person. Coach is a type of person. You are building the inheritance tree, just like object-oriented programming, but for your data. Then you declare constraints. Only a player can play for a club. This is the blueprint in actions, defining what's allowed. And here's the beautiful part. When your business involved, new roles, new relationship, it's just one simple insert statement. No schema rewrite, not a pipeline rebuild, one row of metadata, the system adapts. Now, who actually build abstractions? Not you, a compiler does. Layer 3 is my favorite part. You call a stored procedure. generate ontology view. It reads your metadata defined in layer 2 and discover that a person has two concrete subtypes, player and a coach, and generate a view called ontology person that unions them automatically. Look at the result on the screen. When you query the ontology person, you got both coach and the player unified under one abstract concept. You didn't read that SQL. The compiler did. And when you add a new person subtype next month, rerun the compiler. The view expands. Every query that uses ontology person just works. Zero code changes downstream. So here's the design decision. Take us a while to figure out. We tried to build a gigantic semantic view that trying to rule them out. It didn't work. Why is that? Because showing Real Madrid result last season and show me our personnel in our organization are fundamentally different questions. One needs speed and specificity. The other needs polymorphism and abstractions. So we split into three purpose-built lenses over the same ontology. First is the knowledge graph model. Fast, concrete, attribute-rich, your operational layer. Semantic view on node and edge tables that enable query the graph directly using SQL, including multi-hop query. Second is the ontology model. Abstract, polymorphic. When you ask about people and get players and coaches, whatever exists, this is where AI reasoning shines. And the last is the governance model. The system describing itself. What type exists, what relationship are defined, who has access. Same truth underneath, three optimized interface on top. So let me make this real. Same club, two different questions, two different answers. Who plays for Real Madrid? Concrete queries. Go through the knowledge graph model, you got all players, fast, specific. Every attribute right there. And who works for Real Madrid is the abstract query. Go through the ontology model. Now you get players and the coach. It automatically crosses type boundaries. Nobody had to code, also check the coaches table. The ontology knew that players and coaches are both people who work for the club. That's an aha moment. The abstract model evolves with your business, and at Team Doctor next year, they just appear. No query changes. So this is the final layer. The brain ties it all together. Cortex agent is not a monolithic AI that tries to do everything. It's a conductor leading an orchestra. Each musician, each tool is specialized. The conductor's job is to know which instrument to bring in and when. For example, who works here? The agent calls abstract semantic model. What is the shortest path between the two entities? That's a graph analytics. What entity types exist in our model? Governance tools. And sometimes it calls multiple tools in parallel that merge the result into one coherent answer. This is what I mean by intelligence through coordinations. No single model can do it all, but an orchestrator over specialized tools, that scales. Okay, now I can see some of you thinking, 5 layers, 3 semantic model, a compiler, an agent. That's a lot of work. It is. So what do? We automate it. I'm super excited to introduce the ontology stack builder. It's a CoCo skills. You invoke it, and it works you through the entire stack in an interactive and gated workflow. You give it your tables, your business questions, it introspects the schema, propose an ontology. What is the classes? What are relationships there? Is there any hierarchies? Then it launches this visual graph editor you see on the right. You can drag nodes, draw relationships, inspect coverages. Once you approve the design, it generates all the SQLs, deploys layer 1 through 3, and creates a semantic view and wires up the Cortex agent and validate everything end to end. 7 phases, each has a gate. It's human in the loop. You stay in control. You control what entities, relationship got created, and the full flexibility to modify and update. The heavy lifting, CoCo handles that. What used to take weeks or even months of handwritten SQL, building ontologies, and manual setting up the agent, now, one session, you can create the entire stack and get the ontology-driven knowledge graph agent within an hour, depending on the complexity of your data. Let me leave you with one picture that tells the whole story. At the bottom is your data. Custom tables, sales tables, product tables, raw facts. This is where 99% of organizations stops. They hand this to AI and hope for the best. In the middle is the ontology. It's nothing but is the business concept that connected by meaning. Customer persona, revenue stream, product category, market trend. This is the missing bridge, the layer that transforms raw rows into something AI can actually reason about. At the very top is the AI agent. When someone asks, how can we improve our sales in Q3? The agent doesn't just scan the table. It traverses the ontology, find the right customer persona, identify the relevant market trend, connect it to product categories, and produce an answer grounded in business reality. Data gives you fact. Ontology gives you meaning. And the agent gives you intelligence. Together, one system, native to Snowflake. So thank you, and let us know what you think, and take a minute to read the sessions if you like it. Remember the problem where we started with, okay? AI doesn't understand your business, doesn't understand what your business means. Now you have seen the fix. 3 takeaways. First, make meaning explicit. Store facts once, define meaning as metadata, and let the system generate the rest. 2, use purpose-built lenses. Concrete knowledge graph for speed, abstract ontology for reasoning, and governance for the trust. Third, let the agent orchestrate. Intent-driven routing, no hard-coded passes. And you can start building today. Using the ontology stack builder skills in CoCo takes your tables and gives you back the full stack and the ontology-aware agent that understands your business. And all assets are publicly available from the solution to the CoCo skills. I will be at the Platform Peak booth this afternoon and Thursday morning. Feel free to stop by. Thank you very much.